I've prepared a unique topic for you again. I'm going to give you 2 bonuses that consist of my own experiences at the end. How can we flirt? How to start? What's the starting sentence? How to go in? How to meet people and whatnot. The Vikings say that worry often gives a small thing a big shadow. Instinctively, we want to build relationships with people we can trust. So, calm, cool, and collected people usually turn on everyone there. You don't need to puff up like a turkey. Relax your shoulders. Turn your attention onto them. Your focus has to be there fully on them. So, a compliment in the middle of a conversation that is already going well, and then a couple seconds of silence, followed by a small smile. That means you got them. Welcome to For a Friend, everyone. I am once again going on teaching you things that they don't teach you at school or work in incredible detail, while backing it up with studies, my own experiences, and serve them all up on a plate for you. And that's because I am preparing you for life in bedroom. How are you all doing? Good? Is everything going well? I'm very good and lucky to have you, thanks. I've prepared a unique topic for you again. I'm going to give you 2 bonuses that consist of my own experiences at the end of this episode, and I'm going to give you flirting techniques that work on every setting, every civilization, and every culture. Save it, you might need it. You will need it eventually, friends. What a great channel we are. I'm so content and happy about the fact that I insist on teaching the things they don't teach at school. On the other hand, what kind of love is that? Really, what a flood of love that is. I hope these work out for you. I hope you get something worth it from these. Please, if any of these work for you, don't forget to comment and make me happy. Now, if you are ready, let's get into the flirting techniques that work everywhere at all times. Please don't forget to hit the like button for this video as well, to subscribe, and to leave your comment down below. You can get notified on events faster if you follow the Incisler TV and Benos Guruisal Instagram pages. If you love the content, you can click on the join button to get privileges reserved for members, and you can watch videos we took down after publishing or unreleased videos, as well as live stream recordings filmed specially for members. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for all your support. Now, flirting is not as complicated as you think. A lot of the times it's exaggerated. How can we flirt? How to start? How to go in? How to meet people and whatnot? This usually confuses people, but let me tell you a Viking proverb. The Vikings say that worry often gives a big shadow to a small thing. This confuses people, but I'll tell you a Viking proverb. The Vikings say that worry often gives a small thing a big shadow. Worrying too much about this has no use for you. If you can grasp the basics and the logic, flirting is something that works everywhere, at every age, on everyone. Now, if you are ready, I'll get right into telling you the flirting techniques that work on all civilizations, all nations, all ages and people, while backing it all up with my experiences and studies. In the end, I'll give you 2 bonuses. Those are my own special techniques. Keep watching to learn what they are. Now, the first one is getting to an ideal flirting state. And those are states where you don't feel anything strongly. To flirt, you need to be in a state of calmness. You need to keep your composure. Because extremeness, laughing too much, being too stressed, talking too much, moving too much, all this extremeness is unattractive. And the reason they are unattractive is because extremeness is uncontrollable. Therefore, they make it so that you are perceived as unreliable. Instinctively, we want to build relationships with people we can trust, and extreme people are perceived as unreliable. So, we don't want to build relationships, communicate, or be close with people who move or laugh too much, who are extra. Trust is the most important thing when it comes to communication and flirting. To be able to flirt with someone, they need to be able to trust you first, so that the other person can communicate with you. So the people that seem calm, cool, and collected usually turn on everyone in the room. Being cool, calm, and collected is a sign of strength everywhere around the world. It is a sign of strong will. And power is sexy in everyone's eyes. So before you start flirting, or during, when talking, you need to be in a state of mindfulness. Everyone can get nervous. So before you start flirting, before you go and meet them, just take a look at your body. Listen to yourself. Are your lips strained? Are you biting them? Stop biting your lips. Stop playing with your hands. Stop shaking your legs. Stop tensing your shoulders. Relax your back and your upper back. You don't need to puff up like a turkey. Relax your shoulders and your body. Take a deep breath through your nose. and listen to the sound of your breath as you exhale. Turn down the volume of the voices in your head, calm down, and relax. You're confident, everything is fine. You're fine. Now go and talk. Now you are in the right state of mind, calm and controlled. And the other thing is for your focus to always be on the other person. Not on the food or drinking or on the place, nothing. Your focus will be on the other person. You went there in your calm, ideal flirting state. You met them, you talked, you said something, you started. You asked if you could buy them something. You told them they looked attractive and that you want to get to know them. You talked about the place a bit, or you did something. You used a topic to continue the conversation. You went into that calm state. Because in flirting, what matters is how you say something rather than what. If you say it in that calm, relaxed, trust-inducing tone, they'll eventually talk. If they won't talk to you, you can't flirt with them because they're not open to it. But if they want to talk, they will. And after that, your focus has to stay on that person. You cannot focus on food, the place, or when the drinks are coming. Ask questions and keep locked in so your gaze never strays. Your full focus is always on them. Forget anything else. Don't watch the TV in there. Pay no attention to the people passing by. Your focus is on your person. If you stay there, stay with me, son. If you do that, you'll be fine. And you'll make them feel that you are flirting with them and you have confidence in yourself and that your attention is on them. If your attention is on them, then they will be more likely to connect with you. That's why we make eye contact. We need it. Eyes communicate before words. Give compliments that work for your goal. Not every compliment will work. Giving 1,000 compliments might not do anything, but giving one compliment that nails it, if you shoot right through the weakest part of the armor after finding that sweet spot, you will get into their heart. That works a lot better than 1,000 compliments. You will be in a much better position. So, stop giving rapid-fire compliments at the beginning of a conversation that is neutral. Rapid-fire compliments are repulsive. That is the case for everyone, because it's insincere. Meaningless compliments that are said to everyone mean nothing. It will have a negative effect. The other person already knows you're flirting. They just want to see how smartly you go about it. Think of it like that. You're already there. You already went. It's obvious you're flirting. It's not like you're there to give them a testimonial or something. You're obviously flirting. They want to see how clever you are about it. It's the same all over the world. A very fitting compliment in the middle of a conversation that is already going well. And then a couple seconds of silence, followed by a small smile, means you got them. And they will know it. They will know why you did it, how clever you were with it, what you actually expect, how in control you are, and how confident you are. You'll look strong, and strength is sexy. And another technique is delayed gratification. Now, dear friends, we always get chances to do something in life. But the most important thing is to use these chances well. You know, in football or basketball, instead of trying to goal every single time you see the net or every single time you see the hoop, finding the best position and getting yourself into the best possible position and then shooting will guarantee the goal. So, constantly thinking, can I get lucky if I go for it now? Want to go to mine? Want to go somewhere? If you always try to shoot for the goal, then they will find you repulsive. Because what's the rush? I mean, why hurry so much? What is up with them? They just want one thing from me. That's what they'll think. And if they can't get it, they want to make time for someone else they can go to. You'll make them feel worthless, and that will make your flirting worthless. So the important thing is making your move at the right time. For example, want to go somewhere else? A question. Question mark. I'm too tired. All right, I can take you home if you want. That's it. I cut it off. Or even better, you are right in the middle of the best part of the conversation. The other person is having so much fun, and at the best moment you need to say, this conversation is going so well, I really don't want to stop. This is such a nice conversation we are having, but I have a meeting on a project I've been waiting for a long time. I have to go to that. Can I get your number so we can continue this another time? You stopped it at the best part. The conversation was nowhere near done. You both want more, but you're not just trying to sleep with them. You don't just want one night. You want to continue it. You want a long-lasting connection. and you are leaving it at its max. And your reason shows that you're a disciplined person. You can read the person in front of you. If they seem like a person who cares a lot about family, I promised my family I'd meet them. I have to go to dinner, or they will be so sad. But you know, leaving makes me sad. Can I get your number so that we can pick up where we left off? You can go about it this way too. I'll give you that as a little side scenario. And another technique that works everywhere is being a team. If a game is being played, make sure you and that person end up a team. Team up with them. If a debate happens to be going on, get on the same team as that person. Because being a team will get the two of you on the same page. When you're both in a team, you'll be able to communicate better and a lot more intimately. Being a team and building a relationship often follows the same steps. Our brains are conditioned to think that if we can be in a team with someone, then we can be in a relationship as well. When it comes to being on the same team, don't miss any chances. Another thing, the most important one, whether you're a man or woman, is to smell good. If you had read the amount of articles I have on how important smelling good is, you'd be carrying a little perfume bottle on you at all times. You can't go meet someone when you just had a cigarette. You can't go meet someone when you've just eaten. You can't go meet someone without putting something on or smelling like your own sweat. No need to miss the opportunity. If you are going to meet someone or talk to them, check the way you smell before you even start the conversation. Always carry a small perfume bottle. There are refillable ones as well. Carry one of those in your pocket. Go to the toilet, put some on, and then wait for a little bit. Don't go in right away. Wait for the scent to seep into your clothes, because your smell says a lot about you. If you smell nice, you will be perceived as healthy. If you are perceived as healthy, people will consider being with you. Smelling healthy is sexy, because healthy people give off the impression of a healthy future lineage to the brain. Remember, smell is very important. Smell is important everywhere, in every culture, and at every age. Let's put that aside. And the most important thing is looks and actions that tell them you have a connection. Now, our brain, even our atoms, when observed, tend to always move. They even did experiments on subatomic particles and proved it. So, we are capable of understanding things we observe. So, when someone looks at us, we feel it and make eye contact. So, in a setting where you are conversing with someone, but something else is happening, maybe you're watching something, or maybe there is conversation around you and you are unable to talk to them there. Whatever it is, just turn your body towards them a bit. Not straight at them, but a bit towards them. Glance at them every once in a while, and after a while, they'll sense you looking. Once you make eye contact, the most important thing is to connect with them and make them feel it through your expressions. There's a bond between us, and we both know that. How do you say that? Using facial expressions. Here's how. You can do what you want. You can do a, "What can I do?" or a small smile, telling them you agree, that you know what they are thinking about. That kind of look. If you make them feel your connection, then the other person will instinctively think you read their mind and bond with you, even if there's nothing in particular they're thinking about at that moment. We advance through bonds. We like to be observed. Bonding is our expertise. Now, it is time for me to give you two special techniques. I use both of these techniques very often. I'm going to give you two bonuses depending on the place. You went a bar, or like a restaurant, a club, a beach club, whatever, a place where there is alcohol, and you want to meet someone that day? Could be. You may be thinking that the love of your life will appear that day. Or you might just want to meet someone and flirt a bit. Give the bartender or a waiter some money. Give them a small amount. And tell them you'll ask for a rose wine. It needs to be something you don't normally drink. Or ask for a vermouth or a martini or something, doesn't matter. Think about something women would prefer. A nice, aesthetically pleasing drink like wine or a martini. When I ask for that, bring me two. And I'll tell you that I only asked for one. And you'll say, "Sorry, and ask if I want you to change it. And I'll turn around to the person next to me and offer them the drink, asking, would you like a drink? And you will say nothing. You'll sell me 2 drinks. Put some money in their pocket after telling them this, and you'll get a friend out of it too. Ask for Martini Bianco, for example, if that person is sitting next to you, or you can go sit next to them. And when you get 2 drinks, offer one to them. They might take it, they might not. I'm not saying it will work, but it's worth giving a shot. Because here's the thing, if you take 2 drinks and go to them, this will make you seem untrustworthy. They don't know if you may have spiked the drink because you brought it over yourself, so it won't work. Think like a woman. If the waiter brought it and there is a mix-up, that drink is safe, so it might work. I'll say I have used this, and it worked wonderfully for me. I can see the smiling faces in the back. Notes have been taken. And the other one while waiting in a line, for example, the queue to enter a concert. It's something I've been through a lot. You're about to enter somewhere or waiting in a festival queue. You're waiting in a beer queue at a festival or some sort of alcohol. There is someone ahead or behind you that you'd like to meet. The best way to get a conversation started is this thing worth waiting in this line for? Or I've been waiting so long for a beer, what are you waiting for? It's something that makes them feel that the ordeal of waiting in the queue is something that you two can bond over and therefore a great conversation starter. This is the first time I've waited in such a long queue for something. Do you think it's worth it? That was something I did to create that bond in a queue. That worked for me too. It usually works for me. If there was anyone I wanted to meet, I'd say these. And you might get an answer like, I don't know, I guess we'll see. If they somehow accept your attempts at conversation, then you can go in with, do you listen to this band? Have you been to festivals like this before? There is always a queue like this at every festival. Never gets better. Somewhere, somehow, if they accepted the conversation, it means you can keep it going. That was my second bonus. Put it in your pocket. Our lesson is over. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Özgür Uysal, and this show has been For a Friend. Much love.